On me. Let's get one thing straight. This is Shooter's tour. I've worked hard my whole life, paid my dues, and now it's Shooter's turn. And Shooter's not about to let his reign at the top be spoiled by some freak, sideshow clown.
Did you just call me a freak?
Well, I'd like to see you try. Let's do it then. Hey, I'm in on a golf course.
Hey!
Trying to reach the green from here, Shooter?
That's not possible, sir.
I beg to differ. Happy Gilmore accomplished that feat no more than an hour ago.
Well, moron, good for Happy Gilmore. Oh, my God!
Vincenzo's Go Crypto Investing. Take a look at the market real quick. Use my links down below if you're a trader and you're looking for a decent site, a good site to use to trade. You can use my Bitget partner link down below and then commence all your lovely trading that you like to do down there, right? And it's a free way to support the channel by just clicking my referral link, and there's a $4,000 depending on deposit requirement that you can get. And you can see Bitcoin still in no man's land. As the futures market closes today, you can see we have, if we look at the dollar's been up and down, but the equity markets have skyrocketed today. The Dow Jones is up 2.5%, the Nasdaq's up 3.5%. And this is sort of the bear market rally that we were anticipating in the stocks. And I do think crypto is going to eventually start to pump. Certain coins have already pumped, but I think there could be nice pumps coming, right? In the cryptos, because you can see the stock market, if we can continue some momentum, you can make another run up to here to 12,000 or even all the way back up to here at 12,900 to $13,000. And in the stock market from its swing low, that would be a 17% move, right? And all these major indexes were in a bear market. You see this? They were on a big bear market. And you can see a 17% pump will get you, oops, let's get our industry exclusive measuring tool. A 17% pump would get you all, even right up to here, even a 22% pump. You could come back to the major volume area. But this white line you can see is in the stock market. You can see big bear market, right? The 200-day and the major volume area is between this white line and this red line right here. And the 200-day is going to be down here in a few days. And this could be a nice spot for the bear market rally to come up to. Your first spot, 12,400, 12,800, and all the way up to here at 13,631. Because I do believe there's a lot more downside to go on in the stock market. But we've had a big sell-off in a lot of these companies. And now you can see they're starting to come back, like Amazon. Look at where Amazon was at, right? We were sitting down here, down a big number, right? Amazon was down from its high before they did their split, 45%. That's a big fall. And now it's starting to have a bear market rally. And this rally could go on for quite some time, right? These things could pump up. And you can see some of the more beaten down ones. MicroStrategies is having a nice day today. eBay, 5%. Boeing, 5%. They've all been so beat down. They're all having big rallies now, big relief rallies, right? And you can see after the COVID dump down here, see that in Boeing, you had the COVID dump, right? You almost got right back down to there. You came back right to your lower support. And now you could see a nice rally in Boeing up to 193. I don't think you're coming back here to pre-COVID highs, but you could have a nice extended rally in Boeing and the rest of these. You can see Ford's up, some blink charging and fuel are down. but I think this is a bear market rally. So how long it's going to last, nobody exactly knows, but it could last for quite some time, a week or two or three, right? And make back up 15 or 20% of the losses that it's had. So we're going to have to watch out to see if that's indeed the case. And then if we go into Bitcoin, you can see Bitcoin looks like it's primed to maybe eventually break out, right? You can see we could have a subtle, it never wants to pick what you want to delete. We might have a subtle head and shoulders topping reverse or an inverse head and shoulders where you could say you got something like a little left shoulder, a head, and now a right shoulder developing. And the way you would trade this is if you break the neckline, right, which is pretty much where you're at now, you could see a targeted move like this. You'd go from the bottom of the head to the top, get out of there, to the point of a breakout. And you can see that would get you all the way back up here towards that top part of that white support zone, a major volume area where it'd be a great spot to get rejected, right? But that would be a big pump from the bottom, right? You'd be looking at a 41% pump from the bottom, right? So this is something I'm watching as we've hit upper resistance once, twice, and now we're on it for a third time. Could it come back down to this underneath support? It could, right? Could it get rejected and come all the way down? It could. But I think the probabilities right now are saying that we might have a bear market rally in here, and you could see Bitcoin try to make a big, fast push to the upside, right? So if you're trading out there, use my Bitget link down below and place all your trades on Bitget using my partner link. It helps support the channel, right? And you can see you can try to trade this, right? This is a trading setup there. If you want to try to trade it, old Vincenzo gives you trading setups. I know it's hard to trade. I don't usually do a lot of trading. I'm more of I buy stocks and I hold them like my gold. I'm not a very much of an active trader in the coins. I don't have enough time for that. The copy trading, I am probably not going to do because I don't have enough time to sit there and do that and try to make profit for all of you. It's too much pressure for one, and for two, it's just I don't have time to be doing that. But if you are an active trader, use my partner link down below and do all your individual trading. And that does help support the channel by using my partner link. And there's phenomenal bonuses you can use down there, right? And I'm happy that no one really copy traded me. So a couple people did, but with very little amounts of money. So they only lost 50 cents and 75 cents. So I'm good about that. But if you want to use that link down below to do all your individual trading, it's a good site. I like the site. And it does help support the channel. If we look at XRP, we can see it's a lot easier to look at the charts than to try to swing trade stuff. Like you can see this, we were looking at it for quite some time in here, and we thought it would come up to the upside, and it did, right? Anybody that took that advice, you did pretty good on that return. It came up and got initially rejected, and now what it might do now that it's slipping towards the 200-day, it might have to come down to these moving averages, the shorter term ones, and then they'll kind of get squeezed in between them, right? And then it could try to make another move to the upside. Hold on. Right, it can try to make another move to the upside, or it's going to come all the way back down here. But the way the markets are, I kind of feel like this is reloading up, and it's going to consolidate in here, and then it's going to kick out to the upside, right? So we're going to watch out for that in XRP as we have upper resistance at 53 cents, and you could get way up there after you've been oversold. But keep watching that, see if it holds the moving averages, and then if it doesn't, get squeezed in between them for a little while, and then kicks up another leg to the upside, just like last night. And the last 2 days, you had a pretty nice bounce there. XLM, it had a nice bounce last night, and it seems like it's consolidating right now, right? If we get rid of that, it seems like XLM is consolidating on beautiful 8 hours today. It's consolidating on the 200-day, and if this is to make another leg to the upside, right? You could see this as going from the bottom to the top to the point of a breakout. See that? And that could get you up near that 14 cents. That might be a nice trade for some people, right? That's a possible trading setup. See that? And see how that works. If you get initially rejected by this, you'll come back down to the underneath moving averages like XRP. But I think there's some upside to go here in all the coins. It's a volatile market. So the leverage trading is kind of hard in this market, even though it's enticing with all the money you can make. It's very, very hard to leverage trade successfully, as I've learned the hard way on losing $150 the last week. So we're not going to do too much leverage trading, right? But if you're spot trading, that's the way to go. Futures market, you can futures trade, use the futures is what I would recommend. I like using futures, but I would recommend leverage. Just go 1x if you want to go leverage. That way you don't have to worry about getting liquidated or anything crazy. But if you're an experienced, good swing trader, go ahead and use some leverage on there, right? But I don't really recommend it. I've made some money in leverage. I've lost some money in leverage, right? Coinbase, that's where I do my whole, I don't do a lot of trading on there. I mostly have a lot of gold stocks. As you can see, I have a gold portfolio because I don't actively trade gold. I buy it and I hodl it because I think in a few years, gold's going to do very well for me, but gold has been getting beat down recently. Today, we're having a green day, but our account's about $3,000 less than when we had that big rally back here, right? We had the big rally to start the year all the way into April. Our account skyrocketed up to 11,300. And then you can see now we've come down, but I did buy more here, right? I bought some here, I bought some here, and I just picked up some more last week down in here on our chart, right? So I've been accumulating and stacking, right? And you can see I have 30 shares of AEM, 250 shares of Fortuna, 400 shares of Kinross, 127 shares are Europac Gold, right? And then in my IRA on this one, I have 433 shares of B2 Gold, 10,000 shares of GPL that I'm just getting absolutely slaughtered on right now. So that's going to be a multi-year hold. Pan America Silver, 38 shares. Roscon, it's a speculation. I just hold on to these because they're a prospecting company, but I do believe one day they're going to be they're going to get into the junior mining. So I'm just cheap shares, speculate on them. The one day they might be $5, $10 if they make it big. And then I got another 102 shares of Europac Gold down there, right? And then they all do pay a dividend, right? If we go into wherever the dividends are, we're going to here. Oh, the dividends are here. You can see they pay $17 a month in dividends, and a $209.52 is my 2022 estimated in the dividends that I got, and then they just go reinvest into my shares, right? So it gives me more shares before we have capital appreciation, and that's what I do. I stack my mining stocks, and if they go down, I just buy more. The longer it takes to moon, the more time I have to continue to stack that, and I'm going to continue to stack that. I do about $300 to $500, about $300 a week. I'll pick each individual company depending on which one's down, up, whatever one seems to be the best buying opportunity to average in. I choose those companies, and it's working quite well. I have a very low average cost per share for all of my shares, way below their all-time highs and way below their regional highs. And we're just going to sit and stack because they're solid companies. They're not going anywhere, even at the share price as a temporary downturn. Eventually, those are going to moon, and I'm going to make a lot of money off of those. But that's where I have most of my holdings. I am not really an active trader that much in the cryptos, right? But if you are an active trader, use my partner's Bitget link down below. Like, subscribe, and share. Peace and love to my beautiful audience.